Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another random rambly video. And yes, you are reading the title correctly. This is indeed how to get a haircut in Japan. Now I know what you're thinking. It's pretty simple to get a bloody haircut. You do it every other month or so if you're a guy, maybe more often if you're really into your hair, but I am here to tell you that getting a haircut in Japan is simultaneously the scariest and the easiest thing in the world to do. Because if you're coming to Japan and you're planning to live here long term, chances are you're going to want to get a haircut. And there's a very good chance that you don't speak fluent Japanese. Now we've all been there, we go for a haircut, and we come away feeling a little less than happy, shall we say, with the product that we've just paid for, and we go, oh, maybe in a few months it'll be better, but that's when you can do it in your home country. And you can communicate exactly what you want with the hairdresser or your barber. Imagine trying to do that in a country where the other person and yourself don't speak the same language, most likely. So now you get where I'm coming from, where when I first came to Japan, I actually went for almost a year without getting a haircut because I was terrified of the idea of going to the barber and just asking for a haircut. And when I finally did, I realized it is so goddamn simple. But I wish somebody had told me how simple in fact it was. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that in a few easy steps. So first of all, let's actually find a barber, shall we? Now to find a barber, there's no real trick to it. You get your smartphone, you type into our barbers near me, bam, you found barbers. If you can't do this, then I just really question many things about you. Like, how did you get to Japan in the first place? How did you get on that plane? How did you function as an adult? But anyway, yeah, that's it. You can do it in English and it will come up with barbers because Google does all the translating stuff for you. Obviously the barber's name's here and this one's in hiragana, no, this one's katakana, this one's got like Romaji, Roman characters. And I don't personally go to any of these barbers because these are just the ones closest to me, but there are plenty of them around, so you're not going to struggle to find them. And it is a glorious day to go looking for a barber. Look at that, nice clouds. No blasted sun trying to kill me because I'm British. See, and here's our first barber shop, not even 10 minutes away from my apartment. And as you can see on the side there, it says Cut House Hair Fashion. And I'm pretty sure it's got the same on the other side. And yeah, just looks like a regular old house from the outside. But if you look in the windows, you can see the regular trappings of a barber shop. And yeah, there's nothing particularly difficult about finding them. Just look for the twirly-whirly signs. That is the technical name for them. I'll go see if I can find others. Pretty sure there's like 3 in like close proximity. And here's a barber's and a hairdresser right next to each other. If you look closely up in the corner, you can see once again the spinny thing. And if you look up here, you can see some glorious Japanglish. Hair and make. H-A-E-R is of course the correct way of spelling hair. And it's definitely just make, not makeup. They make you anything there, of course. And, well, a little name, Barbershop Apollo. That's a cool name. Are you going to be taking off into outer space while you're getting a haircut? I'd pay for that. Oh, I do love it when places put all the beer outside. Oh, it's tempting me. Oh, Once again, there is the obligatory spinny thingy, which tells you that men can go get your haircut there. It's Salon di Casa. Whatever. It's meant to be Italy, that is, I think. And outside, you can actually see the prices on this one. Men and women's. So there is some English on there, as you can clearly see, so you always know what you're paying. Most hairdressers and barbers in Japan do actually have the prices outside, which is very, very helpful in... Once again, Spinny Thing is telling us what we can get, and this one is 1,000 yen, so cheap as chips. Look at the kitty! Look at the little kitty! Oh, look at him. Oh. I go to kneel down and he... Oh, alright then. Bye, kitty. That right there, that is my favourite izakaya, where the owner lets me call her mama and I can pour my own beers, so I love that. Sadly, not everywhere has the spinny thing, because there's zero spinny thing here, so don't rely on Mr. Spinny Thing. But this place is a hair and beauty salon, so women specifically. Some pictures of you cutter outside, but otherwise you would not be able to really tell. So there you have it. As I've just proven to you, finding a hairdresser or barber is not that difficult. I've literally been walking only for about maybe 15-20 minutes to find all of those.
and all I was doing was just following Google Maps, and it's really not difficult to do. All you got to do is just put your trust in your smartphone, and it will lead you to where you've got to go. Obviously, use your brain. Don't walk out into the fucking road like an idiot. Some people will, I know that. I've seen what people did when Pokemon Go came out. Just use your brain, okay? Look for the spinny thing. If you can't see the spinny thing, just take a look on the windows. Generally speaking, barbers and hairdressers will have like opening times on the windows. A lot of them do actually have the prices outside as well. And as always, women are a little bit more expensive than men because, you know, they got hair, a lot more hair than we do. So what do you do once you've actually found a hairdresser or barber? What do you do? What's the procedure? Just walk in and say, "Hello, I'm a foreigner, cut my hair please." Don't do that. Instead, there are some phrases, very easy phrases, that you can use to help you get the haircut that you desire and not leave feeling like you've been fucked over, basically, is the correct words for that. So anyway, I'm going to tell you now what those phrases are once I'm back in my apartment, because it's actually starting to rain, and I'm used to the rain, but I don't really want to get wet just now. So back to future me in my nice, warm, cozy apartment.
So, you found yourself a barber or a hairdresser that you like the look of, and you want to go inside and get your hair cut. But you don't speak Japanese fluently, so what can you do? In this situation, there is one bit of prep work that you can do before you even come to Japan, which will make the entire process so much smoother. And that is quite simply to get your haircut done how you like it, while you're in your home country, and just take pictures from different angles. That is very easy to do. It's something I forgot to do because I'm an idiot. But doing so, you'll have something that you can show the hairdresser or barber without having to communicate with language and with your words, with your mouth box, what you want doing. And that is by far the easiest solution. Just take pictures, show it to them. So, if you're black or white or you're Asian of a different ethnicity, they'll take one look at you and just go, this person probably can't talk Japanese, because that's the assumption. And if you can't speak Japanese, having pictures is the way to go. In addition to that, there's a couple phrases that go along with it to make it all a bit more smoother. When you first walk into the barbers or hairdressers, they're going to do the whole typical Japanese greeting thing, like "Irashimasen." Don't say it back to them, because I've heard people doing that, and it's not what you do. Instead, just smile and nod, and then say, "Sumimasen, watashi wa skoshi nihongo ga hanashimasu." Literally, sorry, I don't speak a lot of Japanese. And I think exactly, sorry, I speak a little Japanese. And that will just communicate to them that you can't really talk very much. But you also communicate with them that you're trying to learn Japanese because you just used it on them. They appreciate that. The next phrase that you're going to want to memorize is "Shashin ga arimasu." Literally, I have a picture. And at this point is when you're going to get your smartphone out and just present to them the pictures that you've taken beforehand, because you're a smart individual and you came prepared. And you know, just from those two phrases alone, you're going to be good. If you want to see a bit more practice in Japanese using it, after you've shown them the picture, just say "Daijoubu desu ka?" and just literally, "Is it okay?" And 9 times out of 10 they'll go "Okay." Even the word "okay" I think is acceptable in Japan. They know what it means. And from there, away you go. Snip, 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 cut, cut, cut. But if you want to be a little bit more specific and you want to give it a bit more direction, then there's 2 phrases for shorter and longer that you can use. The word for shorter in Japanese is mijikai, mijikai, and the word for longer is nagai. And when you can use these and just pull the bits of your hair and be like, sumimasen, mijikai, mijikai, and they will know what you mean. Or you can say chotto in front of either of those, like chotto mijikai or chotto nagai for a little short or a little long. And that is basically all the language that you really need to be able to communicate to get a haircut. It's all the language I use when I go into a hairdresser or a barber shop. And so far, I've not really been upset with the service, with the haircuts that I've gotten. So as long as you just do a little bit of work beforehand, it's so much easier. If you don't have a picture of your own hair, just Google search the internet for someone whose hair is the kind of thing you want and do it that way. Because, you know, at the end of the day, these guys are hair professionals. They take one look at a picture and they take one look at your head and they go, yeah, I can do that. It's not a difficult thing to do, but it is terrifying, I know, because it's your hair. It's a part that's stuck on your body, and if they fuck it up, you're stuck with it for about a month or two. And so I understand it could be a little bit, you know, a little bit. You know what I mean. Anyway, so hopefully now you're able to find a hairdresser or barber, and B, go and get it done, and C, hopefully get it done correctly. It's not a difficult thing to do, but it is scary. I can sympathise. I was there, but hopefully this helped out at least one schmuck out there. Otherwise, I've just walked outside in the rain and got sopping wet for fuck all reason. Anywho, that's all for today, and
Go fuck yourself.